Hello and good morning. Now, there are a number of things that you need to get done this morning, but we suggest that you start with Wake Up Nigeria. Mary is right there looking fly. Hey, girl.
Hi, how you doing, babe?
I'm great, And, you know, everyone's joined us already. They've been standing by really patiently for us to start the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, this channel is right here to keep your Friday mornings as excellent as possible.
That's
My
right.
name is Titilayo Onyison.
And I am Mary Bashwa Alimi. We're streaming live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook via TVC Entertainment. That's TVC Connect as well.
Yes, indeed. Now, those comments on social media, we need them, people. We need them as soon as you can send them in. It makes us feel good. It lets us know you're right there with us. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Now, we also need you to download our app. That mobile app is going to help you connect with us on Android or iOS and watch us from anywhere in the world. Now, we are big fans of music right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And whatever form it takes, that music, we make sure we bring it to you hot and fresh. He Atkins is one of the newest things on the music scene. And, well, hey, right here in Nigeria anyway, he'll be performing his song, Aria, very soon.
Baby,
From the Royal Ultimate Dancers, we'll be bringing you an amazing dance performance very soon. Now, Felabration is a yearly event aimed at keeping alive the legacies of the late Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Now, we'll be bringing you some of the moments that we shared at the symposium that held earlier this week.
Of Felabration, aptly captioned, From Lagos with Love.
Okay, now the CEO of Ogaga Bliss is going to be here on Fashion this morning. Now she'll be bringing some Asoebi inspirations to the ladies. And then we bring you more music, this time from G Blaze. He's a singer, songwriter, and of course, performer.
And you go beauty business class to
Then lastly, we'll be joined by actor, OAP, and comedian Lolo One.
Go meet my people for Lagos. Make her they go shopping. I beg, I don't tire I made the lock person for us. Now pedicure I can't do.
Welcome to the show, everyone. It's time for us to take the news update.
All right, so let's take the news update now. What would have been a shutdown of the economy was averted as the federal government and organized labor reached a truce on the consequential adjustment of the minimum wage in the early hours of this morning. As agreed by the parties, workers on grade level 7 will now have their salaries adjusted by 23.2%. Now, grade 8, level 8 by 20%, level 9 by 19%, levels 10 to 14 by 16%, and levels 15 to 17 by 14%. The federal government is to transmit the collective bargaining agreement to states for implementation. And the Federal Ministry of Transport and relevant agencies have received a presidential order to address safety issues in Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari was commiserating with victims of the fire incident in Onitsha, Anambra State. TVC News' Bamidele Ajayi visited the scene and sent in this report.
24 hours after the inferno, traders scavenged through what used to be their treasure base. There are reports that not less than 500 shops were destroyed, and with them, billions of naira.
If the Senate can come here.
Chukwuma Onoga is one of the traders counting their losses. He runs a boutique business, but is now left with nothing.
Common pin, about 2 shops where I have here, 2 packets, so I did not get even 1 pin of anything out. I have no less than goods of up to 3 million something in the shop here, dissenting, or more than that.
He, however, pleaded with the state government to come to his aid and assist in any way possible. Some other traders who spoke to TVC News said the fire could have been contained if there was any functional emergency response system in the state.
We called fire service, we went there, waiting for them to respond. Nobody responded.
All right, that's in the Anambra State. Let's move on to other places now. As part of efforts to reduce the cost of governance, President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday approved a directive for ministers, director generals, and other top government officials to submit travel plans for clearance. In a statement by the media aide to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Willie Bassi, all ministries, departments and agencies are now required to submit their yearly travel plans to the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation for express clearance within the first quarter of the fiscal year before implementation. According to the directive, all travel days will no longer attract payment of extra code allowances, as duration of official trips shall be limited to only the number of days of the event, as contained in a supporting document to qualify for public funding. Some of the directives also states that without approval from the President, ministers, permanent secretaries, chief executive officers and directors in the ministry are restricted to not more than 2 foreign travels in a quarter. When a minister is head of a delegation, the size of delegation should not exceed 4. Also, he said that all public-funded travels, both local and foreign, must be strictly for official purposes, backed with documentary evidence. Every other delegation below ministerial level shall be restricted to a minimum of 3. The directive was issued less than 1 week after President Buhari barred his cabinet members from foreign trips until the budget defense as the National Assembly is over. Now, journalists in Nigeria are increasingly becoming exposed to attacks from all angles, especially from top government officials and security agencies. A report by Amnesty International tagged Endangered Voices, Attack on Freedom of Expression in Nigeria, disclosed that 19 journalists have been arrested and detained illegally by security operatives in 2019 for playing their roles as the people's watchdog. Of all the cases, 2 have dominated the media: the arrest and detention of the publisher of Sahara Reporters and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore by the DSS, the arrest and detention of journalist and activist Agba Jalingo by the police over an article he published seeking the whereabouts of 500 million naira approved and released for floating a microfinance bank in Cross River State. And outside Nigeria, Britain and EU have struck a deal to take the UK out of the bloc on the 31st of October in an orderly fashion. Prime Minister Boris Johnson held the agreement, but now faces a battle to get the deal through Parliament on Saturday. The deal by the DUP, which says Mr. Johnson is being too eager by far to get a deal at any cost. European Council President Donald Tusk did not rule out an extension to the Brexit deadline if it is rejected in the British Parliament. Now, Turkey has agreed to a ceasefire in northern Syria to let Kurdish-led forces withdraw. The deal came after U.S. Vice President Mike Pence and Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan met for talks in Ankara. All fighting will be paused for 5 days, and the U.S. will help facilitate the withdrawal of Kurdish-led troops from what Turkey terms a safe zone on the border. It is unclear if the Kurdish forces will fully comply. A commander, Mazlum Kobani, says that Kurdish-led forces would observe the agreement in the area between the border towns of Ras Al Ain and Tal Abyad, where fighting has been fierce. And that's it on the news update for this hour. The weather forecast is up next.
starting with the Punch newspaper this morning. Now, it says here, we have difficulty servicing debt, according to the federal government. Minister admits government facing revenue underperformance, while we're borrowing fresh $3 billion from World Bank, according to Ahmed. Now, on the Onitsha explosion, our picture stories there says, Buhari mourns, rescuers recover salesgirls' men's bodies. It also says, bandits kill one, abduct Kaduna head teacher, 4 others. 4 burnt to death in Ondo road crash. APC belongs to us. We're going nowhere, says Obaseki. We didn't indict Ambody at Assembly panel, says ex-commissioner AG. Police demand 500,000 naira to return my recovered car, says panel beater. It also says Senate probes NDDC over 65 billion naira water hyacinth contract. Now, moving to the top of the page here, it says we've reached agreement on minimum wage, according to Keamo and Labour. Border closure reduced fuel consumption by 8 million litres, according to federal government. Nigeria must end reliance on oil to fight poverty, according to the IMF. And finally, federal government to seize PNID assets in Nigeria. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch. Now, I have the Nation newspaper coming up next. And the headline is, federal government, Labour seal new minimum wage agreement. TUC say it's a win-win. The new offer is right here in a small chart. I'm not sure if you can see that there. It says grade 7 get 23.2%. Grade 8 get 20%, grade 9 get 19%, 10 to 14 get 16%, 15 to 17 get 14% there. Now it says 7 banks fail CBN's stress test, 18.9 billion naira lost to fraudsters. New taxes coming on soft drinks, others. Minister borders not shut to generate cash, it says. Right at the top here, it says Senate holds closed-door budget defense. Reps query 127 billion naira power vote. Then finally, Buhari orders forensic audit of NDDC. Senate to probe 16 billion naira contract. That's what we have on the cover of the Nation. Moving as quickly as possible to the Guardian newspaper this morning, and it says here, states owing 4 trillion naira in domestic debt. Lagos alone has apparently 542.23 billion naira debt there. That's a lot of debt. And that's the largest number, but there's also for Delta Rivers, Jigawa, Anambra, and Yobe. Story starts on the cover there and wraps up on page 6. Right at the bottom here, it says, don't hold procession tomorrow. Police warn Shiites. We'll march peacefully, not disrupt traffic, says IMN. JNI flays Kano kidnap. Sharia Council begins probe. Just under the masthead here, it says federal government approves 10 billion naira for Enugu airport repairs. 5 burnt to death, 14 injured in Ondo road crash. We aren't obligated, it says, to disclose assets of public office holders, CCB tells court. And finally, Senate silent on alleged involvement in recruitment scandal. That's what it says on the cover of The Guardian. I still have the Vanguard newspaper here. Federal government looking at new tax on soft drinks, says Finance Minister, to boost non-oil revenue as IMF recommends 15% tax to GDP ratio from 6%. 45 billion naira bus purchase. We didn't indict Ambody, says ex-commissioners. And I'll wrap it up with this one. Angry reactions as death toll rises in Onitsha tragedy. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard. And now we have to wrap it up. We know what's making the rounds in the headlines as of right now, but we have to take a quick break. We'll be back after this. Hello and welcome. Wake Up Nigeria continues with the traffic updates, especially when it comes to Lagos. Haha! Lagos is a very, very special place, especially on a Friday morning. I hear it's raining on the island right now. I'm not sure if it started raining on the mainland as at right now, but for those who have been going through the flooding challenges in Lekki, apologies for your troubles. But when it comes to the roads, we need you to still take it slow. Watch out for those new potholes springing up everywhere. But then again, we'll try and help you with the traffic situation. If you're coming from Ajah area of Lagos and you're heading towards Victoria Island or towards Ikeja, now you have quite a journey ahead of you. I'm looking at the major junctions here. Now the Ajah market is, you know, right there at that junction. It's already jammed up and it looks like a 15-minute delay right there. It's a delay that you might not be able to avoid if you're coming from, is it Abraham Adesanya or anywhere else across that area. And even if you go over the new bridge, you're still going to get jammed up, possibly around the Eleganza area, which is where the VGC roundabout or VGC junction actually is. So VGC is also slowing people down right now. But once you pass VGC, you have a little bit of an easier movement along the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. But by the time you get to Travel House, which is just right after Chevron, you're going to have to slow down a little more. Some people know some alternative routes that they can take, but by the time you get to Nikon Town, it'll speed up just a little bit more. But Circle Mall will lock you down for another 10 minutes. Moving swiftly along the expressway here, it doesn't seem to be that bad after Circle Mall until you get to the major junction, which is Marwa. So Marwa bus stop is right now on lockdown and it's super red. That's what I'm seeing. And it doesn't seem to be letting up. It says there's a 28-minute delay along the expressway around there. So, hey, you're going to have to take some patience, take a lot of patience. Now, some tension around the Bespoke Center, some tension around some other areas there. But all in all, you have a 1 hour, 10-minute journey if you're coming all the way from Ajah to Victoria Island. Now, if you would like to maybe bypass Victoria Island and head towards Ikeja, you might want to take Falomo. Well, if you decide to take there, you have quite a journey ahead of you. You'll be in Ikeja in about 2 hours. But if you decide to take Lekki Phase 1 and take the new bridge, that's the Lekki Toll Bridge, you'll cut that journey off by about 30 minutes. So, of course, the Lekki Toll Plaza has some traffic right there, but it's not that much. It's plain sailing all the way through Bodilon. It's free all the way through Ikoyi, straight onto Third Mainland Bridge. It is free heading towards the mainland, of course, which is usually the case at this hour. You shouldn't have any challenges until you get to the 7-Up U-turn, which is not far from us here, heading towards Alausa and, of course, Oregun. And it should be plain sailing from there all the way to Ikeja. Mary is in the kitchen there.
Hi.
Mary, do you have any tweets or updates for us on traffic? You know, well, you're the in-house LASMA traffic
seriously?
Yes.
Okay, so there are a few via traffic butter. This first one that pops up says, please avoid Ozumbambadwe Road this morning. There is a fuel tanker leaking on the road after an accident with a trailer at the connection to Akin Adeshola from Ozumba. Traffic and possible fire. Thinking about the Onitsha fire, it's just too soon, really. And then this says from Ibafo through MF Empire City along Magboro onto the Lagos-Ibadan Long Bridge inwards Lagos. Wow, what a description. It's very busy this morning. There are 4 lanes already moving at snail speed. Another person on the, saying it again, please avoid Ozumbambadwe Road this morning. There's a fuel tanker leaking on the road after an accident with a trailer. So if you're around that axis right now, you're wondering what's responsible for the traffic, it's possibly because of that. You should also drive carefully, be very, very careful, because in this kind of situation, fire can start at any moment. So you might want to consider alternative routes. If you're going to airports or Mile 2 access, find an alternative route because Oshodi is currently blocked by trailers heading to Mile 2. That's another place. And most of the tweets this morning are basically saying, hey, avoid Ozumbamba Dewey Road. How that is going to work out, especially for those who have their time planned, will be something to talk about another day.
I'm actually glad you mentioned it because I did mention earlier that people are, taking a diversion through Lekki Phase 1. I was wondering why we're being advised to avoid Ozumba, of which I used to talk about going past Civic Center. For some reason, it was just saying it's going to take you 2 hours. I'm like, wow, 2 hours? So at least now we know. Thank you so much, Mary. But I would love to, give some tips to those heading east if you're coming from Lasu or Iba area of Lagos. Now, of course, if you're passing through Lasu, you're going to definitely try, of course, on the Lagos-Badagry Expressway, you're going to try and pass through the Lagos Trade Fair complex, but you're going to have quite a bit of a delay there. There seems to be some major traffic at that funny ring road turning place. That place is so weird. If you've had to drive past there and you don't know the route, you're going to have to get some advice on how to go through there. Now, of course, Old Ojo Road is a nice alternative you could try if, for instance, you know the good parts of that road, because I hear it's really bad around there right now. Hopefully, the government will work on those streets soon. But it does seem to be slow movement all the way to Festac, third, second, and first gates. They all seem to be jammed up. That's, of course, heading towards Amuwo area, heading towards Mile 12 area, rather Mile 2 area. You're going to have a little bit of a slow movement thing going on there. And it's going to take you about 1 hour, 15 minutes if you're heading towards Orile. I don't think it's any information that you probably didn't anticipate, but just plan for about 10 minutes, sit down and wait around Mile 2. All right, I'm going to be heading into the kitchen right now, but it's going to be interesting. It's Mary and I this morning.
Well, I'll be awaiting you, Titi. However, let me just quickly mention this. Flooding in VI this morning is unprecedented. Amadou Bello, Adeola, Odeku, Sanusi Fafunwa, Oyinjola-Yemi, everywhere you need like an SUV to get through the flood. It's that bad. So you might want to be careful if you're around that access. It's very important. There are also tweets about that. Lots of flooded roads in VI this morning. Don't think I've ever seen Amadou Bello and Adeola Odeku this submerged. That's another tweet.
Amadou Bello is notorious for being submerged.
It is, I know, right?
That's right along the former Bar Beach Road. Or is it still Bar Beach Road? Do they still call it Bar Beach Road?
Well.
Yeah, I don't know.
So right now
in Lagos,
we'll talk about days in history and all, but first, Kiss Daniel is trending.
Okay, all right.
Apparently, his former label, G Worldwide, have sued him for 500 million naira.
Okay, so there was something, I really don't have all the details, but I remember that he had to change the spelling of his name.
Yeah. Wait, that spelling, I said it then, when you changed it, that it's not hold water.
It's not.
If you're going, Cynthia Morgan changed her name completely from Cynthia Morgan to Madrina.
Oh, okay.
And that's part of the reason she's currently struggling, because people hear Madrina's music, they think Madrina is a new girl who has Cynthia Morgan's vibes.
Wow.
But it's actually Cynthia Morgan. Cynthia Morgan is now known as Madrina. Why? Because she's severed relationship with her previous management, and she's now on her own.
So she can't use her name anymore.
That Kiss Daniel was ridiculous. You were Kiss... See, do you know something?
K-I-S-S and K-I-Z-Z. But I actually thought it was going to work, but I guess in legal terms...
No, it can't. Titi, okay, like now, in legal terms, for example...
In legal terms.
You have a company called the Cup Company. Nobody is allowed to have any name that sounds and is written like the cup.
Okay.
So there's nothing like the CUPP as the name of your company. It doesn't hold water.
Oh, wow.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So it's either you use a completely different name or you use something not so related.
But
it's
well,
copyright.
I don't know, but that's a large amount of money for them to sue him for. First of all, does he have that kind of money? One. Two, what's the end game here for this label, really? Because I feel like, you know, is it that the label doesn't have another artist that they can push forward and that can make money for them? I feel like I don't know, I just feel like it's an overkill.
Okay, you know,
pushing for that
something
amount of
happened
money.
between me and the guy managing the one of their artists.
Okay.
So I we were chatting on WhatsApp. He sent me some of the guys' videos, and the next thing I was like, you guys aren't working as hard as you did with Kiss Daniel on this guy, and this guy has not blown.
Mary.
This guy said there's bleeding blood of Jesus. He said by the grace of God. I said I did not say he won't blow, but you guys are not doing well enough.
Wow.
For him, the way you did for Kiss Daniel.
Okay.
Look, let's be real. Titi, a lot was put into it. And I keep telling artists, when you are with a label, you need to be wise. Wise in the sense that is the opportunity for you to make your contacts.
Yeah, true.
You must see your contract through. Be careful what you sign. In most cases, you know how it is now. You know the industry. Most people are only too happy to get a label to sign to. They probably don't even read the contents. So you sign to a label for 5 years. You feel, okay, at worst, 5 years, I'll be fine. You forgot that the 5 years also says you release 3 albums.
Yeah, and that's a lot of work.
So even when your 5 years has expired, if you don't release those 3 albums, you still owe them the next 2 albums you release.
So what exactly are do you know what the terms are? Do you know what they're actually, you know, fighting? Honestly, because that's a lot of money. Did you say 500 million?
Titi, 500.
Okay, so if he can't pay, what does that mean? That means he has to keep performing for them for the next...
Apparently.
What,
apparently,
10 years?
Well, for as long as it will take him to sort himself out, I suppose so.
Oh, my goodness.
That's it.
That's not even funny at all.
So he needs, 1, a good lawyer. 2, he also needs to apologize in private and let them settle it out of court. So that's very important. The same way Runtown did mostly.
Ended up, doing.
Because there's no arguing about it.
So this is where you now start thinking about this industry and how fickle it actually is.
It is not just our industry, Titi. It's like that. The industry is brutal. And you can't blame these folks. They invest a lot in these artists.
They put a lot of money. They
put a lot of money on them. They give them guards. They give them clothes.
Security,
they give them security.
Flight tickets.
They make them they make them up to be celebrities. So people show them respect. So it's an investment, it's business. The only thing is we can only hope they won't be callous about it. But really, it's business.
I'm now thinking about that show they call Empire.
Exactly.
And the amount of effort that goes into that. And well, hey, I don't know if they put that much effort into Nigerian artists, but I guess we'll probably never know unless we decide to launch our own Wake Up Nigeria album. We have to go on a quick break, but we will be back in a bit.
Stay with us. It is time for the very first performance on Wake Up Nigeria today, and this time is by Akins. Yeah.
Akins.
Yes, so Joshua, now he's artistically known as Hakins. Is I thought it was A-K-I-N-S, so it's H-A-E-K-I-N-S.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be Hakins. Okay.
Exactly, Akins.
All right, he's a unique and versatile music artist with 2 banging singles, Sister Tenny.
Yeah,
explain that one.
Expressions.
Expression. The talented artist is about to perform yet another hit of his, and this one is titled Aria. All right, so Sister Tenny, what's the story behind Sister Tenny? Were you thinking of Tenny?
No.
So what's the story behind that one?
Well, actually, yeah, that song was just inspired by, you know, like just normal vibes, just seeing a lady that is kind of so attractive. It doesn't matter her age, stuff like that. But she looks sexy, she's fine, you know, so she just caught my attention. I had to write a song about her. And when I dropped the song...
So it was a real-life experience for you?
Yeah, it was real.
Oh,
It happened for real.
Okay.
Yeah. When I dropped the song, Tenny tweeted at me like, oh, you made a song with my name. So let me go and listen to it. Like, you know, so...
Yeah, good for you then. All right, so you've been doing music for a while now, for about 5 years, but professionally for just about a year.
Yeah, professionally, that was last year.
Yeah, so plus or minus a year. What has it been like?
Well, it's been amazing, man. It's been like real, like it just began to happen so fast for me. Like it just started happening for real. Because before I was just making music undercover in my room and stuff, and suddenly I'm on TV, you know. So like
Now, for someone who is professionally, you've been in music for just about a year, and yet you've had major collaborations. You have Miyoko on a song with you. Yeah. You have Peruzzi on a song with you. You also have one other person on a song with you.
I have
That's One Day Cole.
Yeah.
How have you been able to pull that off? That's something people are in the industry for 13 years and are still fighting for, but you've been able to manage that in just about a year. How?
Well, I still see it as nothing to me because, you know, like, I'm just that artist that just always wants to do something, you know. I also have a song with Dremo. It's about to drop, like...
Wow.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm just that kind of artist that, you know, I just believe I can just do anything I want to do, you know. So, you know...
It's nice.
Yeah.
Well done, well done.
I always try to hit the limits every time.
It's time for you to give us your one song for today, Aria.
Yeah.
Okay, take it away.
My mouth too sweet, come on, no be fallacy. No, Lolo, Aria. It's a shutdown to Maria. The back boom boom kilo. I'ma give you love, no, yeah. No, na Aria. It's a shutdown to Maria. And your back boom boom kilo.
Yeah, now we love Fridays as much as the next person.
Okay, so every single Friday we bring you something extra special on Wake Up Nigeria.
Now guys, really, it's almost too much fun because our weekend always starts early, very early.
It does.
My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
I'm Mike Mesikeno, streaming live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
We love those comments you sent to us. Please do that right now. Make a comment. Tell us what you think. Our social media platforms, that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
And you can also download our app, Android, iOS. Those are the stores you can get them. You can watch us anywhere around the world. Once you have internet connection, you can connect with us.
Now, Mike, I was hoping that you would, tell me how, this top looks. Like,
the top, right?
Yeah, what do you think?
Is it chic clothing?
No, this is Mars clothing, actually.
Making
But I'm trying to go Nigerian.
Making mad sense,
It's a Nigerian designer thing. Loving it, loving it.
Yeah,
I'm looking at how it's popping on the screen. I'm
that's all she
scoping myself.
That's all she spent time doing here now.
Yeah, that's all.
Looking at herself.
Yeah, I've been staring at myself.
So what's up at the kitchen this morning?
I can't wait because I'm hungry.
You are?
I'm actually already hungry this morning.
Mary, can
Our chef is...
You might be hungry, but I'm not showing you of anything this morning.
Mary is going to be standing by with the chef today. Now, the chef is apparently in traffic, which is where a lot of people are right now.
So my wish is that no tanker falls today anyway.
Amen to that.
That's
well,
it.
sadly, we already heard that one has blocked the road around Ozumba and Badiwe area. Apparently is pouring fuel on the road, and they're trying to make sure that nothing sparks anything in that area.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've been watching out for tweets online. But please, if you can avoid Ozumba and Badiwe area, please do. Take an alternative route or route,
whichever.
Please do.
All right,
and avoid some traffic.
Let's do our best to make your Friday and mine feel better, because this tanker issue is just getting me. I'm up in my feelings now. The Royal Ultimate Dancers is a crew of 5 young guys who truly love to dance, and they'll be giving us a routine shortly. Celebration rounds up on Sunday, but hey, we've got some moments from this year's celebration, or commemoration as you might want to call it. I'm looking forward to this one.
This song, Teacher Don't Teach Me Nonsense, inspired the focus of the symposium, which heralds the 2019 edition of Celebration, aptly captioned, From Lagos with Love.
And also joining us is the CEO of Ogaga Bliss, who will be bringing us some Ashoebi styles or inspirations for the weekend ahead.
Killing them, sha. Hey. And then, of course, singer-songwriter G Blaze will be performing Your Love. That's the tune we'll be getting this morning.
And you go beauty as
Then lastly, comedian, OAP and actor Lolo will be joining us for a chat.
Go meet my people for Lagos. Make her they go shopping. I beg, I don't tire me that they lock person for us. Now pedicure I can't do.
You're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Today's chef is Chef Shebi Otimo, and today she's making something really tasty and interesting, talking about giz dodo, or rather snail dodo. Yeah, so we're more used to the giz dodo, the gizzard and dodo, but this one is snail dodo. Now let's talk about the ingredients. What are we making use of?
Our plantain.
Okay.
The snail, boiled already.
Okay.
Our sauce for the sauce.
What's in there?
Pepper,
tomatoes,
onions, and crayfish.
Crayfish. Oh, crayfish.
Yes.
Blended with it. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Then our chili pepper to garnish the.
Okay. The chili pepper, the black.
The onions,
bell pepper and the
bell pepper and the chili pepper. Yes. Just to garnish it. And this is ginger, garlic, and cinnamon. Okay. And our plantain, our crayfish.
Okay.
Yes.
So those are the ingredients. Seem very simple.
Very simple.
Now, this boiling you did, what did you use to boil it?
Water, onions, then our
no
natural way of cooking.
Ah, so just water and onions.
Onions, salt, and...
No seasoning cube?
There's seasoning cube, but the seasoning cube I use is natural. I didn't use the normal, regular MSG.
Okay, when you say natural, do you mean maybe like...
ginger, garlic, cardamom.
So you just use spices instead of using seasoning cubes itself?
And it's always coming out very nice.
Okay. So what's the first thing we are doing?
We are frying our plantain.
All right, so run me through the process. First, we fry the plantain.
Yes.
Okay.
After frying the plantain, we fried our snail too.
Okay.
After frying the snail, we do our sauce.
Okay.
For the...
Okay, so it's mainly frying we are going to be doing.
Yes, we are going to
fry the plantain, we fry the snail, and then we do the sauce. After doing the sauce, what do we need to do?
We serve and start eating.
We serve and start eating?
Yes.
Now, there are different ways people serve this. Some, yes, you have the sauce, but what some people do is they will just soak it in the sauce for a while after frying and everything. The snail,
soak in the water?
Soak in the sauce when it's been cooked.
Yes, we are going to do that.
And then put it on the skillet. Is that what you're going to do?
Yes, something
Or you're
similar.
just going to serve
No.
Like...
We are going to dice it.
Okay.
It's going to be in different shape. Like that of this plantain is going to be kebab.
Okay.
We are kebabbing the plantain, then the snail too by the side. Okay. And we are also doing it like a kind of concoction. Let me use that word. Concoction, both the plantain and the snail with the sauce. Okay. You start eating, you even know maybe you are eating the fish, you are eating the snail, or you are eating the plantain. Everything is going.
Now, you blended crayfish inside the pepper.
Yes, I did.
Is there a reason this is also...
Yeah, this is just to spice it up more.
Okay.
So some people like it, seeing it, and some people want to see it. They don't want to see it, but I just want to use this as a kind of spicing it up.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, have you ever thought of another way of making these usual giz dodo, snail dodo? Like, instead of using snail or gizzard, or rather, instead of using plantain, is it possible, or have you ever tried using something like maybe potatoes?
Depending on your choice, we can use it in any form.
So it doesn't really matter?
It doesn't really matter how you want it. It does depend on you, how you want your food to be served, how you want it. So we do this at event, depending on what the client is telling us to do. Okay, I want it to be only snail. We give it to you. It
doesn't really matter.
I want it to be snail and dodo. We give it to you. It does depend on you.
Now, if I want to make this for my family,
yes,
this will feed how many people?
This is feeding like 4 or 5 people.
4 or 5
if
people.
Not more, depending on, you know, like myself, I can eat the whole of this snail.
Okay, so we say that you serve... No, because they're actually did you boil them differently? Is that why you put them separately?
No,
or is there a reason you put them
No,
separately?
I'm not putting it. I'm dicing some and I'm frying some.
Okay, so these ones are for dicing?
They are bigger snail than this, but no, we couldn't get the big one at the market as of yesterday that I'm about to buy this. If not, you'd have seen it more bigger than this. We have extra large, we have it small size, we have it. I prefer to use this because if the customer, if the client is trying to eat it. You can just straight in your mouth and start eating.
So it's easier to chew than the bigger ones.
Than the bigger one. Fine, the bigger one is so attractive and so...
But it can be messy to eat.
Yes, especially when you are having makeup on you and you're like, I don't want to stay myself. So with this, you can throw it in your mouth.
How much will it cost me, though? I know the pepper will probably be about 300
Snail
naira.
is always very expensive.
Yes, snails are expensive.
What is expensive most is the snail. Now we have plantain.
Okay.
The snail, now, like I said, we have snail of 15,000.
True.
So depending on what you want, I would keep saying, it's you.
So it depends
your pulse will tell you, okay, I want to unwind today and eat.
But that's what your pulse tells you, not you telling your pulse.
No, your pulse will tell you, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
We can do it.
So is it time for us to... What are we doing here?
We are doing the sauce here.
Okay, so what do we need?
We want it to get fried. Yes.
Okay.
And a spoon.
Okay. So let me get you a spoon. We probably need to check that plantain.
Plantain, yes.
Yes. So I'm going to quickly check it out now. While I also... Here, I'm sure you're going to need this for the sauce.
I am. Yes, yeah. Thank you.
So let's spread this out. This is really nice. So, Chef Shebi Otimo.
Yes, please.
What other things can one serve as, finger foods at a party that are local, like not the regular things? Ojojo.
Ojojo. Okay. We are good at that. That's not an issue. You do ojojo. You can do dundun.
Dundun being fried yam.
Okay. And plantain. What else? So many things
that one can do at ceremonies.
That we can.
But then, of course, one can also make this at home
people are really running. So many people are running away from eating all these artificial food now.
Yeah.
We are all going for natural food.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat flour. Sorry.
This is hot.
I don't want to eat flour. I don't want to eat this, and I want to eat, and they want to be satisfied in their eating. So that's why we are here. They want to be satisfied in their food.
Now, besides the crayfish, you're going to put seasoning.
I'm going to put seasoning.
Okay.
This is the ginger, garlic, and the cinnamon. Yes.
So you're not using salt, seasoning cube?
I'm using salt. The seasoning cube is already here. As it's not the usual, the regular type we used to know.
Okay. Just the mixture of the ginger and garlic is enough seasoning for your meal? You have your own kind of seasoning.
Yes, so secret of the recipe.
Okay. I didn't understand. Chefs and their secret ingredients. Yes, now, wow.
That's why you are chef now.
Okay. So that's what makes your meal stand out.
That's why we are always standing out, chefs. Okay. And it's not even standing out fine, but at the same time, we are all running away from everybody is like
chemicals and the rest.
Yes. Not that the MSG still has chemicals, but there are some preservatives that are always in it. People want to, like my drinks, I don't put any preservative. Even this, if you are not eating this food tomorrow or next, you are not putting it, frying it the way you should, you may end up not enjoying it. Some people might not like this because we are sugar coated. Our mouth is so sweet. We like sweet things. There's no something in this.
All right then. Today we are making snail dodo. That's what Chef Shebi Otimo is making for breakfast today. And as you can see, the plantain is frying, the sauce is being prepped, and of course we'll fry the snail. A lot still going to happen here, and we'll show you a lot more as well. Stay with us as Wake Up Nigeria. We have to go on this break.
Club football is back in Europe after the international break, of course, and qualification for Euro 2020. We are back. The EPL, that's what we're looking at. 2 weeks away. I know that you're very, very excited to get this weekend's games running. This morning, I have Olamide with me here. Morning. Okay, morning. So the EPL is back after 13-day break and all that. And we can't wait for this Sunday's fixture. But before we talk about this Sunday's fixture, let's look at the other fixtures that would happen and all of that. a lot of things are happening. I mean, you know, now the international break is always a time when you have players coming back injured. You remember Neymar?
Yes.
But just before that, I just want to talk about Francis Uzoho, our goalkeeper, who now is going to receive, which is not abnormal. So a lot of people thought that, but it's normal. FIFA pays for players who get injured during international games. And Uzoho is now the latest recipient of some sort of...
I mean, he has a ligament damage, which is a serious thing in football. He's out for 6 months. And, of course, he's going to be missed by his club side and, of course, by the national team. We wish him a quick recovery, and let's hope for the best after that.
Good. All right, so let's get straight into it now. Fixtures for tomorrow. Everton will be up against West Ham. Everton. After all their buys, Everton look like a very complete team, especially after picking up Iwobi from Arsenal. They look like they had more width. They had more options for them on Saturday, but they have not been performing as well as we expect Everton to perform. They'll be up against West Ham. What do you think about Everton?
I think Everton's currently has got the jitters because Marco Silva is actually a very solid coach. We know what he's been able to achieve in previous clubs. However, I think he needs a little more time to gel the new players. So this always happens when a football team signs, you know, a bunch of new players trying to, you know, make it work immediately. The same thing happened to West Ham last season, whereby they bought all the solid players, but they couldn't really gel. And that is what is happening.
That's what's happening to them.
I do hope that the board gives him more time and not, you know, getting an ace. But rumor has it that he's part of the first set of coaches that might lose their job.
Yes, but he has come out to say that no, his team is solidly behind him. Let's hope that there's been reports and rumors, of course, of dressing room unrest.
Exactly.
But it does happen, and let's see that he can sort it out. But then, yeah, talking about dressing room unrest and all of that, Tottenham will be up against Watford. Tottenham have really performed far below expectations. I mean, they've conceded so many goals. After the mauling, I mean, the week before international window was a very bad week for them. Of course, the mauling against Bayern Munich and all of that, it's not been going Tottenham's way. What's up with Mauricio Pochettino?
Okay, so I think the biggest problem Tottenham has as a football club today is contracts. A lot of players are not happy with what they are currently earning as football players, their wages. A lot of people are not comfortable with what they have in terms of, you know, private contracts and all that. And you can see that a lot of them do not also intend to extend their contract. They were able to tie Sissoko to a long-term deal, but the likes of Eriksen
has been the
main guy. That's about one of the best creative players in football today.
Yes, definitely.
He hasn't signed an extension. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes, but everything still has to do with money.
Very true.
He's been the coach for 5 years, Mauricio Pochettino, and he hasn't won anything for Tottenham. So a lot of people argue about what he's done so far, how he's been able to transform the club from what they used to be to now. But at the end of it all, when you don't win trophies, you don't get the financial, you know, benefits.
Exactly.
So that's what is affecting Tottenham right now.
Exactly. All right, moving on from that now, we have this weekend, Chelsea will be up against Newcastle. Chelsea seem like there's a new lease of life to them. Tammy Abraham getting in the goals, of course. Olivier Giroud doesn't look like he's going to get a look in very soon. Michy Batshuayi looks like the next bet.
Next in line.
Next in line whenever it comes to number 9. But it seems like Lampard is getting his acts together.
Yes, I've said that whoever followed Frank Lampard, whoever watched the games Derby played last season would come to understand that he's molding Chelsea to play like what he did at Derby County. And Frank Lampard isn't a fluke. Is that player who we all know what he did as a football player. And he's trying to replicate the same thing as a manager. And, I mean, Chelsea can boast of two sides, actually. And I think that's a good thing. I feel Chelsea's going to pick the win against Newcastle.
Against Newcastle, definitely. That should be expected. Let's see. Crystal Palace will be up against Manchester City. Now, recall that last season, Crystal Palace defeated Manchester City at home. But then this time around, it's going to be at Selhurst Park. That's Crystal Palace's home. Do you think there's a shock in the offing?
I hope not, because then...
there's a possibility that the gap might be too much.
I really would like some proper competition whereby Manchester City competes for the title alongside Liverpool. Those are the two front runners right now. We don't know what's going to happen, but I think the fact that Pep Guardiola's side has a couple of defenders out.
Yes, defensive issues.
It's a big problem. And I'm kind of surprised that they've not gone back into the youth system. Manchester City has a solid youth system.
They do.
A couple of players that I think would be able to step into that position. But we all know Pep doesn't really gamble.
Yes,
he likes,
he doesn't.
you know, complete players. So,
True.
but let's hope there's no upset. But who knows? There might just be another upset.
Right, the big one on Sunday would be Manchester United at home at Old Trafford, the Theatre of Dreams, against eternal arch rivals Liverpool. Now, this is one of fixture that I would say the form table should be thrown out the window. But we know that Manchester United are in serious problems. I mean, we expected them to lose to Newcastle, and it played out to script. David De Gea is not going to be there. Paul Pogba is not going to be around. There's rumor that Anthony Martial might be fit for that match. Do you think Manchester United can stop this, what do I call it now, this juggernaut that is Liverpool?
So first things first, I don't want to be in Ole Gunnar's social shoes right now. I think this is the worst time for him to play against Liverpool. I really do not see how Manchester United is going to survive the onslaught. Liverpool is a team on form. They've got the best attacking trio right now in football. And I mean, United is just in disarray.
They are.
There's nothing to look forward to. The style of play is not impressive. The players have been underperforming. And, of course, when you look at the attack, they let go of two world-class forwards, as far as I'm concerned, in Lukaku and Sanchez. And
world-class for Sanchez.
No, so there are times whereby you need to be able to fall back on those guys who are tested and proven. But now we see a Manchester United side that has Anthony Martial, who's never been a proven forward, has never scored 20 goals in his footballing career in the season.
Apart from his first season, we had
Rashford, the same thing.
Oh, no, Rashford
and then you have Greenwood. So football is about scoring goals.
Exactly.
And if you don't have a potent strike force, I don't see how Manchester United is going to survive to January.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, Olamide. I'm looking forward to this weekend's game. Arsenal, of course, will be playing on Monday against Sheffield United.
We know Arsenal is winning that.
Okay, get that win. All right, kudos. Great one there. We love that football is back in Europe. And this weekend is going to be hot. Thank you very much, Olamide, for coming.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I had to ensure that Chef Shebi Otimo is okay in the kitchen. Chef, are you okay in the kitchen? Are you sure you don't need some help? You don't need something?
Mike, she's not alone. I can ask her if she's okay or not.
Maybe you're there. I didn't see you now.
You will not see me.
Calm down now.
Your tummy only sees the food. It can't see me.
It's not power. Small now. All right, Mary, what's up? How far have you guys gone?
Okay, so we've gone really far. So far, so good. However, Chef Shebi Otimo, please tell us what we've done so far.
We have fried our plantain.
Okay.
Our snail. I'm trying to sauce it with our sauce.
Okay.
Yes, I'm spicing it up with the sauce.
These splashes are because of the snail. So be warned, whenever you're frying snail, it tends to splash a lot.
Yes.
So don't panic. That is actually normal. That's what happens when you're frying snail. Okay. So now we're waiting for the second one to fry. However, what have we done so far in here?
We have put our fish.
Okay.
We didn't mention earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, our fish, our snail, our crayfish, our pepper, blended pepper, then our groundnut oil. Okay. Preferably, you can use coconut oil if you can lay your hands on coconut oil or olive oil. It's very good, very healthy to cook with.
Okay.
So depend on if you can lay your hands on it. But you know, we are used to our regular groundnut oil. Okay. We should not use it again.
Okay. So what do we do with this then?
We are going to serve it with our...
Are you going to serve it exactly like this?
No.
Or, okay. So what are you going to do with the serving?
We'll put it by the side of the plantain.
Now, I noticed that some of the snails, they are whole.
Yes.
Some have been diced.
Yes.
Why is that?
Yes. The diced, we are going to mix it with our plantain the way we used to do our giz dodo. You know, this is not giz dodo, this is snail dodo. So we are going to mix it up with it. While we are going to serve it in 2 plates. The other one is going to be the big
snail itself.
Yeah, this.
Okay.
With the kebab.
Okay.
Plantain.
Okay.
Yes, that's the way we are going to use it.
Okay.
Yes, that's the way it is. It's just because this snail is not big enough. That's why it's like this. If it has been a big one, it would have been really very cashy and very obvious. But nevertheless,
you can still make the most of it.
Making of it very
so
well.
these plantain, some of the ones we fried are going into the sauce to make the usual giz dodo.
Exactly.
While the other ones will be served. Are we serving plantain, fried plantain on its own by the side?
No, yes.
For the second plate, right?
Yes, exactly.
Alongside the, I keep saying gizzard, the snail on the side, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, so we'll have to take a break. It's about that time when we have to take this break. We'll continue with the cooking. At the end of the show, you'd see a lot more, especially regarding how Chef Shebi Otimo will serve it. And of course, we are ready to eat. Stay with us. It's the Wake Up Nigeria.
This song, Teacher, Don't Teach Me Nonsense, inspired the focus of the symposium, which heralds the 2019 edition of Felabration, aptly captioned, From Lagos with Love. I was on ground to mingle with great minds and lovers of the legend.
Hello and good morning, and it is Felabration once again. 2019 Felabration is coming with something really special. It's tagged Felabration from Lagos with Love. I'm right here at the Fela Debates 11, and the theme for this morning's debate is Teacher, Don't Teach Me Nonsense.
After a rousing introduction speech from Sefi Atta, the first to mount the podium to talk about the life and times of Fela was Professor Akin Oyebode. Now for him, Fela was a scorpion on the skin of Nigerian leaders. In his words, Fela's life brought forward a strong conviction that death can kill good men, but cannot destroy their good works.
I bring wish and hope to continue to celebrate the life and times of Fela and that his greatness will continue to soar. And we all feel so proud to have shared this place called Nigeria. Thank you very much for that.
It was his first time in Nigeria, but his soul and music has always been part of the Nigerian society. Of course, he was here to celebrate an African icon, Fela Anikulapo Kuti, who influenced his music to move from entertainment to edutainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, I probably would have come to Nigeria as an artist or as an activist for any other reason, but to see that we are here to celebrate a man that touched me personally, and I believe touched thousands, if not millions of Africans.
For Bobby Wine, Fela was a man that lived before his time, before social media, before the internet, and still spoke for what he believed in. For Chimamanda Adichie, there's something dead in Africans when it comes to fighting for their rights, and a lot has to be learnt from the legacies of the Afrobeat legend, who always spoke for the voiceless.
Fela was a person who didn't have to speak out, but he chose to speak out because he cared about the greater good of everyone. So I think young people can take that as an inspiration to be courageous, to tell the truth.
With intellectuals talking about the many ways Fela touched lives and ignited the fire of questioning your environment with Teacher, Don't Teach Me Nonsense, we decided it was time to check out the event venue a bit further.
Theme so far so good has been intricately discussed by some amazing speakers. But I decided to come and find out what's happening behind the scenes while everybody is engrossed by these amazing speakers inside. I decided to step outside and I can see this amazing array of great African music, as well as something that should be on everyone's shelf. A collection of 5 audio CDs, a 24-page in-depth biography of Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Just imagine having that on your shelf. Amazing stuff, amazing. Flames of Philosophy still burn. Fela Today, an amazing looking magazine here. So as you can see, there's so much happening behind the scenes. That is worth looking at. I can see some art pieces here. Should we go check them out? Second in the competition of the 3rd edition of Celebration 2019 Arts Competition. And this looks really, really interesting.
We were right on time to crown it all with a chat with the grandson of the Afrobeat legend, Made Kuti.
So the topic was always something that was immediately relevant to whoever was present.
Celebration, now in its 21st year, was initiated by Yeni Kuti, Fela's first child, and her brother, Femi, as a platform to celebrate their father's legacy. This annual music festival runs for a week and attracts guests from all around the world, who are entertained with a rich display of Nigerian culture, music, and discussions on topical issues affecting society.
All right, welcome again. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for us to do some fashion. I'm not alone on this. We have our guest, Angela Amenega of Ogaga Bliss, and she'll be showing us some fantastic designs she's been working on. All right, before we get talking about your clothing and all, I think we should take a look at the designs first, and then we talk about that. All right? So can we have our first model, please? What inspires your outfits, though?
Most times is the fabric.
Please come. Most times is the fabric.
Yes,
so the fabric determines
what style
you do.
Yes.
Okay, so this is our first model. This dress looks really nice. So what is this called and what is it about?
It's actually a lace fabric.
Okay.
Do you understand? And it's about a wedding.
Okay.
A very young bride.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Oh, this is for a bride?
No, as in a young bride's wedding. You know, we have older brides, we have younger brides.
Oh, so there are clothes you can wear to a younger bride's wedding?
Yes.
I never knew that. Oh, yes. Wow. Okay, so this is for a younger bride's
wedding. Do you understand?
Okay.
Where everybody there is young and funky.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could actually dress down.
Okay.
Do you understand?
This is nice. I like it.
And you can actually also wear it for a party too.
A regular
normal
party. Can I see what it looks like behind? Okay. Okay, I like the fact that it's simple. You allow the lace to do its glittering itself, which is great. Thank you so much. Can we have our next model, please? So you use different kind of fabric. You use lace.
Yes, lace. I use George. I use chiffon. I use Ankara.
Okay, please come. So what material is this? What is this fabric called?
This is also a lace, but it's lace and scuba.
Lace and scuba.
Yeah, this is the scuba, and I lined it with scuba also.
Okay.
That's why it's standing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because normally lace doesn't stand straight.
Okay.
It flows.
Okay. So tell me about this outfit. Is this for the older bride?
Yes.
I figured as much. So even if you're like maybe your early 20s and you're attending a 40-year-old wedding, you still have to dress properly like
Yes, you have to dress properly because there'll be so many mommy and daddies there.
Oh,
but older people, and they don't want to see too much.
Yeah.
Don't reveal too much.
Okay. So when you're with your peers for a wedding, you dress appropriately. And of course this. Okay. I never knew there was a difference. Could you see what it looks like behind?
Yeah,
oh, nice. I like the fact that it's simple. You could be fooled it's actually a skirt and a blouse. And it was when she turned I realized that it's actually a gown.
Dress, yes.
Wow. This is fantastic. Really nice. Thank you so much. Can we have our next model, please? Thank you. That's a lovely dress.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Aha! This must be the bride.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. This is lovely. Oh, so you had the bridesmaids come first. Now we have the bride. Tell me about this outfit.
Okay, this is actually an Urobo wedding attire.
Okay.
Or better still, let's say Delta. Igbos also wear it.
Okay.
You understand? But the blouse is popularly known as Igbo blouse.
Igbo blouse.
Igbo
okay.
blouse.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Do you buy it from the market as Igbo blouse or you sew it?
You sew it.
Okay.
You just buy the fabric.
Okay.
And you put it together.
Okay.
Do you understand?
This is heavy. Looks, you know, the way Indians make their fabric as well.
Yeah, it's Indian sari.
Oh.
But you know, in Nigeria, we don't wear sari.
Yeah.
We use our, and the sari is also the george.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are different types of george.
Okay.
So this is a silk george.
Okay.
With a net blouse. Do you
Okay.
understand? So,
Can I see what it looks like behind? This is one gorgeous bride, if you ask me. Is there a particular reason it's tied this way, or this is
it's
the
just
way it's
for
done?
it to look nice.
Okay, okay. This is great. All right, can we have our next model, please? Thank you so much. Really nice dress. I like the color. It suits her as well. I think I'm gonna swoon. You could even wear this to church.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about this outfit.
I'm still loving it anyways. I'm still crushing on it. Okay, so this can pass as an Oshwebi.
Okay.
And it can also pass as a bridal dress.
Okay.
Do you understand? It's both ways.
Okay.
It's also made out of the Indian George sari.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Indian
Also,
George
there's a
sari.
spread to this one
Yeah, there's a
as well.
spread to it.
Okay. Could you turn around? Let's see what it looks like even with the spread. Oh, it comes with a dress. It's sewn
actually
in.
a dress, yes.
Oh, it's a dress?
Yes.
It's not a wrapper?
No, it's not a wrapper. This is a dress.
Wow, this is lovely. Could you turn around again?
So it makes it comfortable for you to wear.
This fold here makes you think it's a wrapper.
No, it's a dress.
You could have fooled me, man. But this is a lovely one.
You know, it's not everybody that knows how to wear wrapper.
Yeah, and then it's made to look exactly like a wrapper as
Yes,
well.
but it's a
Oh,
dress.
nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm sure you made this dress you're wearing. This one is for who? Grandmother's wedding?
No, this one is just...
This one is
let's go
regular.
out.
Okay. This is really nice. This is really... You turn around as well. You're my model for now. Oh, this is nice. I like it. I like it. So the pink is supposed to give it a pop because of the color used for it.
Yes.
Okay. So I was talking about the different kind of fabric you make use of. You make use of the sari, as we've seen.
Yes.
The lace as well. What else do you make use of?
Like this is a damask.
Okay.
I make use of damask also. Yeah. I make use of Ankara, chiffon, lycra. You name it. I can work with any fabric.
Oh, wow. That's
Any
amazing.
fabric.
That's amazing because it means that one can also experiment.
Yes.
There are some, like for example, damask. Many people think if it can't go as a gilly or sure, you fix it somehow. There's no way you can make it into a dress. But this is a gorgeous damask dress, and that's the truth. And I like the touch of color there. So what other outfits do you make?
I do casual dresses.
Okay.
Office wears.
Okay.
School uniforms.
Okay. But of course, being Friday, we had to go the old one very way now.
Yes.
And I really love what I've seen. I really love what I've seen. Okay, so we really must appreciate you for being on the show today, Angela. She's from Ogaga Bliss. We'll take a look at the models later. But for now, though, we have to take a quick break. Stay with us as Wake Up Nigeria.
So far, so good. It's been an amazing morning. I know it's pouring with rain out there, but that's why we're here, to make you have that little burst of sunshine.
That's right, that's right.
That colorful feel.
Of course it is, it is, it is. That colorful feel. Now the weekend came early to Wake Up Nigeria as usual. It's once it just comes, you just know that it's set.
Yes,
but I just still feel a little bit that tanker story. And there's another one on Nisha. Apparently, another tanker just fell and exploded.
Look, the rainbow I'm wearing today should be. that's all. I don't want to start thinking about these dark things. Well, there's something I'm looking forward to though.
Yeah, what's
there are
it?
these amazing young dancers that have been standing by. They're so ready.
Package, it has been talking about.
As in, if you see the trainers they're wearing it, hey, Goodness.
I'm definitely looking forward to them.
Small, fine boys, you know. They're about to dance for us today. And we still have 45 minutes left.
You shouldn't be saying small, fine boys.
Small, fine boys.
That should be out of your mouth.
Why?
Stop it.
What? I can't. What?
Don't
okay,
say
okay, I won't. But there's something you should not miss out on, and that's the rest of the show. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
I am Mike Mesikeno. You can watch us live on tvcentertainment.tv. On Facebook, we also stream live at TVC Connect.
Please send in those comments. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Tell us what you think.
You can also watch us and interact with us via our app. It's available on Android and iOS stores. You can watch us anywhere in the world, wherever there's internet connection.
Yes, indeed. We still have a performance coming your way. Singer-songwriter G Blaze is going to be performing very soon.
Yeah.
And you go buy moto, amen.
We'll be chatting up actor, OAP, and comedian Lolo One.
I want to send money. Go meet my people for Lagos. Make they go shopping. I beg, I don't tire me that they lock person for us. Now pedicure I can't do.
And of course, it's game day.
It's his favorite day.
Yes.
And talking about days, today is Developmental Language Disorder Awareness Day.
Okay.
Today is also No Bed Day. I was thinking that's why Mike and Yomi didn't turn up the first hour.
Yeah, no bed.
No
bed.
Yes, like
so
no
what, you
bed.
sleep in a chair?
It's the person that has the day that
no beard.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I said.
It's simple. Say no beard, so that we understand better.
Okay, no
bed. I'm thinking of bed. We're thinking of three things.
That's why I said no
I'm thinking
bed
of,
day.
I'm thinking of kukuruku. I'm thinking of bed. We're thinking of bed. Where you sleep.
Where you sleep.
But before we say that one.
Beard.
My favorite though is that today is Chocolate Cupcake Day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So yesterday was World Juice Day. You know,
Okay.
for those that follow me on social media, they'll know where I was yesterday. But it was so interesting, all the research that's been done on this juice thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, in my mind, juice now sugar.
Me, I'm worried though because I was planning to take some juice tonight, but this rain, it should not rain on our parade though. The Max FM party now.
Party is today.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that it's raining this morning, so it won't rain
What
later
time,
in
Mary?
the day.
What time,
6
Mary?
p.m.
6 p.m. Oh, it's all night.
Yes. It's not all night too.
Oh, but it's night party.
It's not night party.
So
It's evening party now.
So wait, food, bedu, all your favorite OAP is going to be there.
And people can join in, but via radio show.
Okay.
It's also...
Thank you so much for staying tuned. It is time for yet another round of music. And I have here with me G Blaze. Yes, that's what it's called. I wonder how you came about that, G Blaze. How did you come about it?
G starts with my name, Gabriel.
Gabriel. Okay, so the Blaze.
I felt I was on fire.
You're on
I
fire.
felt I was on fire, so that's the
Is
reason
that
for
what
the blaze.
is responsible for the hair? Because it does look like it's on fire.
Sure.
Okay, so it does seem like you've been doing well for yourself. So many people, I was mentioning that just about 2 hours ago, the fact that so many people struggle through the music industry, but for some weird reason, the two guys we've had today, he being the second, they seem to be having a good run. You started music just this year, and you've already been able to have a collaboration with Wizkid signing that's Starboy Terry, and you also have some other collaborations in the works. How is it that you have been able to manage to hit the ground running as you got into the industry?
It's not be easy. It's good or true, and stay and hard work with my team. So we're just putting on hard work in everything we do. Yeah.
Are you signed on to a label?
Yeah, I'm signed to Amy Music Empire, owned by Amy Benson.
So maybe that's what makes it a bit easier for you, would say.
Sure.
Okay. All right, G Blaze, I'm going to let you perform right now. All right? Yeah. Okay. What are you performing?
Your love.
In love.
Your love.
Your love. Okay. All right then.
And that's That's what we're talking about, the kind of Friday groove to get you in the mood for the weekend. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, you're right, you know.
Yes, so we have
to get you in the mood.
Let's
just drop a diss track.
Yeah. You want to start this conversation again?
Just drop a diss track and just pick on
You
one
want to
person.
start this conversation
just
again?
Just drop a diss track.
Man, no matter how many vipers there are, they can't be bigger rats than vipers. Let's just put it that way.
All right.
We have an amazing guest with us right here on Wake Up Nigeria, Omotunde Adebowale, a lady you probably know best as Lolo One.
She is an award-winning Nigerian OAP TV presenter, comedian, and also an actress.
Now, you might also know her as Adaku from Jennifer's Diary.
And she's a friend of the house. It's great to have you, Lolo. And you are welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Groove Friday, I want to get in the groove with you.
You do? You do? You do?
Okay.
Now, we dragged her off set, though.
Yeah.
She was on the set, though.
You know,
I'm a mommy hustler.
Yes.
You know, that's the first thing I want to ask. You know, a lot of us saw after you left where you were.
Yeah.
You know, after you left Wazobia and all of that. And it was an emotional. We saw it on social media and all of that. What next? Are you still going to be broadcasting and all? I know that we know that you're still on set. You have a musical coming up. You have quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
But how far when it comes to broadcasting and all of that? What next?
You know, when it's your life, it's your life. There's nothing we can do about it. Even you're on a holiday, you're still a journalist. Because it's something that is ingrained in us. So I can't leave radio. Radio is like a part of me. The only thing I can do on radio is to go higher.
Yes, sir.
And I think I'm going higher.
Oh, okay. So is that the most you can give now?
You're cooking beans. If it's not done, and you put pepper, it's not going to finish the done.
Your head is there.
Okay, so you're not ready to, you know.
Don't worry.
I'm feeling
it's going to be a media. Oh my God.
Wow. I like this. That your analogy is the best analogy.
When you're talking to your colleagues, you have to have your head in the screw.
Calm down. No be stone, na beans. It goes soon done.
Yeah.
So there's something a lot of people didn't know about you, that you're actually a professional stage actor.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us a bit about your theater background.
I think I've done, I did theater, I did stage before I ever did TV.
TV, okay.
Wow. You know, for me, when you do live stage, it's one of the most brilliant ways to ascertain if you're called to do acting.
Oh, wow.
I started stage plays in church, and we had extensive productions. I don't know what happened to my Yoruba side. Do you know, I started playing Igbo characters long before I could even recognize who I was.
Wow.
I played all sorts of Igbo characters on stage that I'm like, and that couldn't just happen on me. I think there's some seed of Igbo somewhere in me. Okay. So I've been doing that for a long time. I've done a couple of it. I remember many years ago when I started broadcasting, before I even entered into radio, I worked with one of the Ejiros. I don't know if you know them, Chico.
Yes.
They had a brother that is called Peter. He used to do stage plays in school. I used to do Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again.
Oh.
And we took it across secondary schools in Lagos.
Wow.
That is where I started. After I said, okay, I'm done with legal work. I want to face entertainment, performances.
And all of that.
So we did that. So imagine, I did the crudest you can imagine. We used to rehearse on the floor of a church, an uncompleted church with no roof.
Wow. Wow.
But I tell people that passion is the only thing that drives you. So my first accolades were given to me by secondary school students.
Imagine that.
While I played.
So success is not by mistake, you know? That's
just
what they say.
Yeah, that's true. Let me, something very, very important. We spoke about this some days back. How do you manage being a mom, right? And at the same time, the way you chase your dreams is as though you are not even a mom. You know, how do you, that balance, that equilibrium, how do you attain it? How do you get it?
I say to myself every day, there's so much more we can achieve. Being a mother is just one side of you. It's not your entire entity. I know my children are going to grow and have their own lives and chart their own life's course. But if I didn't give them an exciting life to see, what do they want to typify their lives after? My sons know how to massage leg. My boys have done runners with me at events. My daughter was even breastfeeding her when I host events when she was young. She'll go and she'll sit in her crowd and like, shh. Wow. And she'll stay. So they know that this is important for me to be a wholesome person. You can't leave one side of your dream to face one. I wish life would wait to allow you finish this before you take on this.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Time doesn't wait.
I have so much I want to do. Before the end of the year, you're going to see my gospel music. I already have 2 songs recorded.
Wow. Wonderful.
I was doing music long before I started doing even all this.
Wow.
So you see, I have so much inside of me.
Living life without apologies.
So you have to continually push yourself. I'm not telling you it doesn't come with a challenge.
Yeah.
It's not hard. I got off set 5 a.m., like 5:12 this morning, and I'm here. Why? Because this is what makes life interesting. So the only thing I tell people that set your life on priorities and carry the people that you love along with it. So there's no challenge. Today is my son's cultural day. When I finish from here, I just pop in and say, hey, what's up, babies? I kiss my boy. Mommy can't stay, but you know, I love you. But if your life, if you do what you enjoy, see how I'm smiling.
Okay. We'll talk a bit more. We have to go on a break now. We have our game day. We'll still talk a bit more. I know the stage it was what inspired Alero and all of that. We'll talk about that. And we know that she's ginger. She saw the food also. So that also was causing the smile too. Is that quick in the house? Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this. Woo! That's what. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, what everybody has been waiting for. It's game day. Okay, so because of the rain, we decided we're not going to give our muscles, okay, we're going to give our brain muscles an exercise today, not our other muscles today. But I know arm muscles too are involved, but you know what I'm talking about. It's about games of Friday, and the game we have today is called Words with Friends. Our 2 contestants, Mike Mexicano. Okay, really? Give him a round of applause now. People, try small. And then, of course, the one, the only, Lolo in the building. Okay, so the rules are very simple. We have different words on pages on this board. Just tell us how many words you can form from each root word. Okay, write it.
TTT rush to do on fire because she doesn't want to play game.
Write it. All right, so I want ladies first.
Ladies first, okay.
So it's very simple. You see the root word, and you need to form as many words as possible in 1 minute from that word.
1 minute?
Yes, 1 minute. Okay, it's long, Abby. It's long.
Yeah. 1 minute is okay now. It's the same time for both of us.
The first word is creativity.
This is wicked.
Oh yeah, start writing. Eh? What's that? Which word is that? Eat. Okay.
Let her finish now. Oh, your commentary is spoiling things.
Okay. All right. Any other words? Let's go.
Are you checking time?
I don't know if this is a word. Don't crucify me.
Are you checking time?
I'm checking time. I know that the director is going to give me a heads up when it's 10 seconds to go.
Why go?
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
The heart.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've tried now. This was Lolo's own.
4?
Yeah.
Is this one word?
Yeah.
You want to write it?
Wait.
I don't know if it's...
All right, now Mike.
Is that on your word?
Is it not?
Oh yeah, we'll calculate everything after.
Oh yeah.
Don't back us now. You said now. Yeah.
Let's
All right,
see.
so... Okay. Up, really?
Horse.
Don't worry,
it's okay now.
Staring.
Calm down.
All right. Let's see what Mike can come up with. The word is upholstery. Okay. Let's go.
This is not fair. This word is longer than... What's that?
Roy. Really?
What's wrong?
What else can you come up with? Mike is in the spirit, oh. Wait, oh. What's going on?
This can't be.
Yeah, it can be. 10, 9, 8, 7.
His word has more
6,
words than mine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike.
Yeah.
All right, Lolo. The next word is republic. How many words can you get from republic?
You'd have been counting them one by one if moving like that.
Oh yeah, she has vexed. So she has vexed. Let's go.
This time, the time is not normal.
Let's go.
See that Mary? We'll close our eye here now.
What am I even doing?
What?
I think.
Oh yeah. Hell. Hey. Okay, let's go.
I don't know if...
Rest in peace.
No.
If this is a word...
Anytime I finish.
Oh yeah.
I don't count this time was not even done well. I don't understand what it is doing in this place.
10.
No, 10.
9,
when you are the time, you just start counting 10 from nowhere.
7.
Mary,
6,
please be checking the time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've tried.
Confuse me.
Mike.
This one is hard though.
This one is actually not easy. Dynasty is the next word. Mike has dynasty here. Dynasty. Hey.
Is that a word?
Son. Is
that a word?
Is son a word? Let's see. Nasty. Okay.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, let's see what else you can come up with. Nay, now old English show, not be new English show. What's in there? This guy is on fire. What's going on?
What is it now?
The word again is dynasty.
Killers.
Calm down, go, but your body is up. My time is still there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
What's day?
4.
You don't take now.
You don't take.
And 1. Mike.
You don't take now.
Okay. I think we're pushing it on time. Okay, so I heard that was the last one.
Great. What's this?
I don't know
That was the last word.
You don't take.
All right, so let's count how many words Lolo was able to get. So do we conclude on this? Yeah, so eat, yes. React, yes. I'm not sure.
I don't know about
teeth,
that.
I don't know. Yeah, yes. So that's 3.
Teeth is another word for...
It's what now?
3
is a word.
Teeth.
Yes, no.
Okay.
America.
Okay. 4. I mean?
I already know
4.
the winner.
Wait, calm down first. Wait first. This was yours, yeah?
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let's go back to Mike's words.
Didn't even
all right, so do we agree? 1, 2, 3.
What's Roy?
Roy is a word. Don't even start here. Don't even start now.
7.
Is Roy a word?
Look at now. Did you know is a word now?
Roy is...
8, 9, 10, 11,
What's San?
12.
Is San a name?
She's the advocate of Nigeria.
Abbreviation.
It's not a word. Okay, let's
San is there now.
But we all know
Cancel.
We've cancelled it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
What's day? So day is what?
You don't tell when you come.
16. So
what's the reason?
We have a winner, people.
See, you don't tell when you come.
Mexicano.
Lolo is not eating today. They are the one that eats the food.
The unbeaten, Mike. He's unbeaten.
So why did you ask me to take? Why you know it can't be done?
It is.
You are wicked.
I'm not wicked. Please,
I shall
don't worry,
go back.
Please, Mike, let her have
no food for Lolo today.
No,
because I won.
Please, let her have
all right, let's head over to the kitchen. Let's
Mary, we're on our way. We're on our way.
We're on the way. I can't wait to have you guys here. Chef Shebi Otimor has finished with breakfast. As you can see, it's a fantastic spread. Today, we are having snail dodo, but in 2 different forms. Tell us about the forms, this one and this one.
This is kebab snail dodo.
Okay.
This is
the snail dodo mixture.
mixture.
So this is a combination.
Yes. Dice and dodo.
Yay.
Plantain dice.
Welcome to the kitchen.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
This is your spot.
This
is your spot.
This
Okay,
is
no,
Zobo,
this
by
is
the
for
way.
you.
The food spot.
What some people will call
Yes,
the
sir.
hibiscus drink. Yeah,
Yes,
sorrel
sir.
drink. So here we go. So which one would you like to try, Lolo? The one with the kebab or this?
I don't know the English.
Oh yeah,
What's
tell us what
kebab?
it. Tell us what.
Tell us about it.
Yes, sir.
The kebab is just us putting it in that long toothpick. Yes. There's nothing special about it.
You know, I just have
You
to
know
let
what?
you go just because
Mike,
of...
this is for the...
I'm not talking anything, I mean, now
this
I
is
won
what-
this game.
I
I just
don't
aligned
like
Lolo
start
to
now.
drink.
Is he fastest drinker?
She wants to ring again.
Let her win something.
Okay, so what do you think about the Zobo?
Wow.
What do you think?
Luxurious.
But just very fast. Can you tell
Luxurious
us
was the
anything
last
about
word.
it? Yeah, just tell us.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Very, very
My
fast.
show is happening on the 10th of November. It's a musical. Music, dance, drama. At the Muson Center. So everybody should just come out and see it. It's 2 shows, 4 p.m. and 7 p.m.
All right, you get more on the social media handle. A big shout out to Homely NG4, the kitchen accessories, and of course,
to all
everyone.
of you. Yes.
That was a part of the show today.
We will be back on Monday, 6 a.m. People, join us once again. Have a great day. Bye.